question is going to be, how have you seen COVID-19 impact your business so far?
Okay. Honestly, I had not seen a big dip in business right up until yesterday when they said as of midnight, you guys are going to be sheltering in place. But even though we have the shelter in place order, people are still showing my listings today and, calling me saying, I'm having trouble with the lockbox. I'm like, really? I mean, you're still out showing properties. That really kind of surprised me. I was shocked. So last week I had not yet seen very much impact. I think it's going to be slowing down now. I think we're just going to, we were still planning on doing a lot of virtual tours, but if they're telling you that you really should not be going out to properties, we'll see if our governor says, no, that doesn't apply to the real estate profession. But as of right now, I mean, technically we're supposed to be sheltering in place.
Sure. And to even make it even worse, especially in New York, where I'm at, they are now, which I'd spoken about a little bit earlier, they have now also stated that we're all work remotely. And not only do we have to work remotely, though, we cannot cold call. So to say it's a challenging time for agents in New York at this point would probably be the understatement of the year. We're trying to deal with figuring out how things are going to close because the county clerk is closed. And there's so many issues going on right now in New York, which we're trying to put our hands around 15 at the same time, and one affects the other. So
we've been under the stay-at-home, from the governor for about a week now. So we saw a direct impact where the California Association of Realtors, they are working diligently with the governor's office to have real estate classified as a quote unquote essential service. As of right now, we are not. So we're, it's uncharted water. We have several listings in escrow, trying to coordinate, inspections, buyers that need to go back into a property. Things are definitely challenging. And one of the things that, I think in our local Keller Williams office, in addition to the California Association of Realtors, CAR pushed to all the agents a coronavirus addendum that has to be incorporated into the, if you're representing a buyer, that purchase agreement. To the seller, it's a bit of a disadvantage. To the buyer, it protects them over and above the 10 to 12 different contingencies in place. Now there's a COVID-19 contingency that even after you've released, a buyer has released all contingencies and signed off. For some reason, COVID-19 caused some kind of personal, financial, any kind of issue whatsoever, they can get out. A buyer can walk on that with, no penalty. So we're definitely shifting gears in terms of being able to get into a property. Like a little bit later today, we're closing escrow on another property. In 2 days, I'm doing a final walkthrough virtually with a buyer of ours. And we're having the seller and buyer, they both have to sign. It's really a CYA type agreement that says, hey, they're aware we're under stay at home. However, they're allowing with COVID-19 someone to enter, their property, that they're acknowledging that.
Interesting. And that person, and so when you say that's really interesting, a digital, kind of final walkthrough, how is that going to work? Is that going to be live streamed to all the parties involved? I'm going to be
personally, I will be in the property, gloves, mask on, just depending on the seller, if they're there or what their comfort level is. And I'll be FaceTiming, with my buyers who are relocating from Utah.
Wow. Okay.
Southern Cal.
And they're moving during this time. That's fascinating, kind of hearing some of that technological aspect.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of EAP TV. If you want to see more, click the circular EAP logo to the left to subscribe, or you can watch more videos by clicking on the links to the right.